They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bobcats will put it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Michigan. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas State's offense will take the field first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, give on the inside. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Give to the big fullback. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Bobcats have this offense rolling. They go to the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making it fun.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point splits the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Bobcats can really attack on this second and short. Got it in the middle. It's Browning. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Ball will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Thanks to grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Got a man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Bobcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourself. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Trying to barrel in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the ground with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Right back to it. And it's slipped out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. To the air on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incompletion.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Bobcats are on the move. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Browning. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. Marches ahead. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Morgan. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Wow, look at this. You could take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. Pushes ahead. He's stuffed, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal, and they'll have it at the 3.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bobcats line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Complete on the comeback. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UMass managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. Don't blame the weather there in Amherst this week. These Minutemen are to blame for this one being so close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Fires to the big fella. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Bobcats with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Trying to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense putting points on the board. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
I'll tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Unloads it left. Pulls it in. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
And the Bobcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Sparks. Caught close to the marker, it's Browning. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Lost to throw again. Keeps looking downfield. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. A strike downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Trying to surge it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. And the Wolverines backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers.
Turning it on! And they get him down.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
The Wolverines line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This offense has it with really good field position. Scanning the field, it's Sparks. Still looking, on the move. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Browning. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the wideout. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Barnett. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally.
Touchdown, Texas State. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So here comes the Michigan offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. This drive will open from the 15. They'll go to the counter. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this 4th quarter.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Underwood. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On over the middle, it's Strong. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Not able to hook up here, incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down, fourth quarter. Need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Dropping back, it's Sparks. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive?
Touchdown, Bobcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give from the gun. Got room to work. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire.
Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. He did it! The fumble return for the walk-off win!
Holy cow, how about that. You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get it. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking for a man. It's Sparks. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Touchdown, Bobcats! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And they tacked on the extra point. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Hand off to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Sparks. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Texas State. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding to strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Michigan! With that, now a two-point conversion away from triple overtime. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable...
That's it! The defense got home, and they finished the deal with the sack. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.